All right, I think I am too. Get a drink here. Rolling. Lights. Hello and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
This week, Ted and I took on the Netflix original motion picture, Ballad of a Small Player. You want to take the who's in this?
Yeah, I got you.
But wait, Ted, before we get going here.
Okay.
I've come to learn you got to give the audience what they like, right?
Okay.
And apparently people like review shows or review things. That's why we do the show, but movies, right?
Yeah.
But we're going to expand that a little bit. Today, Ted and I are going to be, before we get into the actual review of a ballad of a small player, I've got 2 bowls of popcorn here.
Okay.
One of them is Pop Secret mini bag, and the other is Orville Redenbacher mini bag. Now, I'm not going to tell you which is which.
Okay.
And I don't know. One of them's got a straw in the bottom of the bucket to indicate that would have been the Pop Secret one. Okay? So that's where we are.
Okay.
All right. So Ted, go ahead. Take a little bit of that one. See what you like about that. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and on this one. Right?
Okay.
I'm just gonna stuff it in there.
You want me to tell you what I think?
Well,
Or try the other one?
yeah. I'm gonna take a swig between them. Don't want to confuse them. I went to wine school, by the way, or a wine class, and
I could see you as a sommelier.
I went with somebody else, and you're supposed to, swish it around and spit it out, right? We swallowed. Yeah. We were hammered by the end of the night.
I've never been to a winery where they're like, spit it out. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Yeah, no, we drank it. We drank it good. So, all right, I'm going to go over in this bucket here.
That one seems...
All right, what do you give this one? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give this?
It's my style of popcorn.
That's your style?
Yeah, I would give that like a hard 8.5.
A hard...
That's as close to movie theater as you can get.
Okay, and both of these are butter brand. There's no movie theater or plain or whatever. They're just what they call butter, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to try a little bit more. It's a little greasy.
That's a little bland. I thought what you like, as I like movie theater popcorn with no added butter because there's already a bunch of salt and butter on it.
And I think this is probably a perfect example of that particular case. What did you give this?
I gave it an 8.5.
An 8.5. Okay, I'm going to give that an 8.
Okay.
All right, and then what do you want to give this one?
Like a 5.5.
A 5.5.
It's just plain. It doesn't really...
I mean, it's their butter brand.
I know, but it doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like normal. Here, let me try again.
Get in there. Yeah. That's what I do. That's how you eat popcorn, right? Did you ever see that video clip of Tom Cruise eating popcorn?
Yeah. Yeah, it's awkward.
I mean, there's no easy way to. So
yeah, that's like a 5.5.
You think?
I don't love it. I would say that's the Orville Redenbacher.
Okay.
The one I like, I think, is Orville Redenbacher.
Okay. I'm giving that an 8.1. I'm an 8 on that. I'm an 8.1. I favor that one just a little bit more.
Okay.
Just a little bit more because I think I'm getting an aftertaste on this one. Right? All right.
Of salty, buttery goodness.
I don't get an aftertaste on this one.
Yeah. I don't get much of a taste on that one.
I'm giving this an 8. I'm going to give this an 8.1, maybe an 8.2. All right, let me look here. Let me see. Okay, this has got the straw on the bottom, so that's the Pop Secret one.
The Pop Secret. Oh.
That's the Pop Secret one, and this is the Orville Redenbacher.
Well, color me.
Here's the thing, and you probably didn't get to see this before we started, or even while we're going, is that there was significantly more, and they dumped the entire bag into these two bowls. That's what you see is what you get in a mini, and there was significantly more kernels popped in the Pop Secret one than there was in the Orville Redenbacher. It had a little higher dome than this one.
Interesting.
It did. But no, this is what's interesting. Here's the bag of Pop Secret, right? And look at the size of the bag of the Orville Redenbacher. You would think smaller bag, less popcorn, but that's not the case.
No.
There was actually more popcorn popped in this little bag than there was in this one. All right, so Ted's an 8 something on this one. What was it?
8.5.
8.5 and a 5 something on
5.5.
5.5 on the Orville. So
I'm a Pop Secret man. Who knew?
there you, yeah, and these are the mini bags. I mean, neither one of them are bad.
No.
I mean, it's movie. It's a crunch time. It's there. All right, I'm again, as custom. It seems that Ted and I are pretty split, but I'm pretty even on him. I mean, he was pretty harsh on Mr. Redenbacher here. A 5.5.
It just doesn't. I mean, I like salty goodness.
In the butter,
I think
and the
that's
grease.
funny. We agree a lot on movies.
Well, okay, yeah, but this is, all right. Okay, so next week maybe Ted and I will review Snicker bars, one from Regal Theaters and one from AMC.
Or maybe
we'll see
maybe
who
we'll
has
do
the
like
better
a
Snicker bar.
Nestle Crunch and a Crackle. Which one's better? But now I have to stop eating this.
That's yeah. I mean, that's movie candy. We could do that.
I have to stop eating this now because it's annoying to listen to.
We'll just get right into this. So, and we'll enjoy our popcorn. Well, this works out great. Here, you got a ball.
Yeah.
I got a ball. I'm happy. I'm going to put these over here.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks again. I guess it's up to you. Whatever you prefer, but
yeah.
Ted's a Pop Secret man. I'm an Orville Redenbacher guy here. Oh, all right.
All right, you want me to list the actors?
Yeah, go ahead. Give it the cast here.
Ballad of a Small Player. Colin Farrell, Fala Shin, Tilda Swinton, Alex Jennings, Deanie Ip. And that's about all that really matters.
Yeah. I'll try to take what this movie's about.
I mean, it is the most convoluted, full of hot air, boring thing I've ever seen.
It is.
with such.
Do you want to lead with your number?
With such talented actors. What did I say to you right before we started this? Go ahead and do the popcorn review because I'm not going to have a lot.
Yeah, Ted had no idea coming in here that we were going to review popcorn. And I apologize, for our listeners on the podcast. You couldn't see go to the YouTube channel and you can watch that segment instead of just hearing us crunch. You can watch us actually eat. But anyway, I'll tell you what this movie's about if I can. Colin Farrell plays Lord Doyle, whose real name is Reilly something. I think we just Mr. Reilly is all they ever call him, and he's apparently like a stockbroker back home, but he's swindled an older lady out of money, a lot of money, and he's now traveling to Macau, China, something like that.
Yeah,
wherever the gambling capital of the world is. And he's kind of staked out his claim there, and he's just gambling away all this money, and he's done that. He's gambled it all away. He's down to his last few yen, I guess that would it be, a yen. And he gets into, and his game is baccarat.
But aren't they in Malaysia? And I guess they're not. I couldn't tell.
Well, it's Maru.
Maru.
It's Marau. It's a region, and so Yeah, that's not it. I spelt it. Maybe it's M-A.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I looked it up. I was like, is this a fictitious town or not? I'd never heard it, but not that means anything. Anyway, he's gambling all this money away. He's staying in a fancy hotel there, and he befriends this young lady who's played by Chen. I'll pronounce that right. Whose character's name is Dao Ming, and it's a very spiritual society over there, and so anyway, she's kind of a fence. She's a loan shark.
Yeah,
and but apparently she's not very good at it because she's not making a tremendous amount of money. Doing it, and her clients, as you see in the movie, are literally killing themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was left head with the impression, and I don't know if this is, maybe I shouldn't say it because that might be a spoiler.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. You're left with this bloated script bloated. Yeah,
I think we'll just, he's a gambler and he's got an addiction and he's coming to terms with that, and we go through that phase with him and the people that he's dealing with. Tilda Swinton, she's a PI trying to track him down for the client back home of who's the money he stole. All right, so that that's not a spoiler. That's just kind of a twist that you need to be aware of and.
Yeah,
and there. All right, this movie was directed by Edward Berger. So you probably don't know him as a household name, but he just recently won the Academy Award for Conclave.
Cool.
So, and I bring that up. He's an Australian, German, Swiss fella. And I bring that up because this guy's got some talent. I watched Conclave. I enjoyed Conclave. I thought it was well done, well produced, well directed. The acting in it was just ridiculous. Stanley Tucci and Ralph Fiennes, Isabella Rossellini, and John Lithgow, they all were in that. And it was amazing, the movie. So I'm really kind of disappointed with this. I think he got out of his wheelhouse. That's where I'm going. I think he got out of his wheelhouse with this.
This looked like he watched all of Wes Anderson's movies and then tried to make a crime thriller sort of thing in that style.
Unlike the popcorn, I'm going to absolutely agree with you. Matter of fact, I thought at first, the way this movie starts, he starts it in kind of a cinematic approach as Wes Anderson. Then it trickles off into what I would consider your cookie cutter formula look and feel and dialogue, and then it kind of touches back into the world of Wes Anderson, and I'm going to put director Terry Gilliam out there as well, who did Fear and Loathing.
Yeah. And what?
And
Ice Pirates.
Yeah. No, I had no idea.
It's Ice Pirates, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea he did that, but he also did, Monty Python. That's what I would kind of know him from. And Time Bandits.
Time Bandits, not Ice Pirates. Time Bandits.
Oh, okay. All right.
My bad. Time Bandits was great.
Time Bandits was great. The Fisher King. Again, that's not this guy. That was Terry Gilliam. But I really did. I think that Mr. Berger here got out of his wheelhouse. He tried something new. Because that was the biggest distraction on this movie for me, was that it just kept sticking its toes into the world of Wes Anderson and Terry Gilliam. And it didn't need to be there. It really didn't. And that was the distraction for me. So, but as for the acting goes, I think Colin Farrell did a great job doing what he was doing for what he was doing and what he had to work with. I mean, that had to be kind of difficult because if you're doing a Wes Anderson style movie or Terry Gilliam, and you know as an actor in that character that your lines are going to be short, sweet, quick, comical, and at times this movie just dropped off, and you kind of lose that attitude that you have delivering those lines.
I've never seen such a massive waste of talent. Like, you have two of the best actors going. Colin Farrell's wonderful. Tilda Swinton is wonderful. Like, all the acting in this movie is kind of great.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a bloated script, and it looks like... I don't know what it was trying to say. I have no clue. I was so bored watching this movie. I paused it twice for like 20, 30 minutes.
I wasn't bored per se. I was just trying to understand really what he was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, what is the point?
Because I did. It was just like, what cinematic style are you trying to shoot this in? Because you're flipping on the switches on everything. So, I don't think the script itself was bloated. Matter of fact, this is 1 hour, 41 minutes. I'm just saying it was confusing from the fact that you didn't know which director you were getting on this,
or just like really what the point was.
So, yeah, in that sense, they dropped the ball on what I'm not going to bring up because I think it is the only spoiler in this movie.
Well,
because it was just,
Well, there's two movies, really. I mean, right? There's like a Rounders style gambling movie, and then like coming to terms and or not coming of age, but like coming to terms with the problems you had movie.
Yeah,
I mean that's what. There's two separate movies. That's why it feels disjointed.
Well, I can see what you're saying, and like the popcorn, I'm going to go the other way on you. I think the cinematic style, I got it. I mean, this guy has a problem, and he befriends this young lady who, I don't want to say has the solution, but, and so they kind of finish this journey together. Mm-hmm. So I thought it all clicked in that manner. It was just the style for me that caused me to get lost and all that. So I'm going to put the blame squarely on the shoulders of the director on this, and because I didn't know what kind of movie I was watching, and that made it confusing. But I did take out of this Colin Farrell, and I know this was probably really rough on him if he was trying to understand which mode we're in. Are we in Edward Berger mode, as in Conclave, or are we in Wes Anderson mode, or are we pulling a little bit from Terry Gilliam on this? And am I Hunter S. Thompson kind of thing? So I felt bad for Colin. I thought Falala Chen did a great job. Matter of fact, I found myself saying in one particular scene, and it had nothing to do with what was going on, but I was like, my gosh, this woman is playing this very sexy, and it is working. Yeah. But it wasn't a sexy scene per se. She was just really, really, really bringing that. Anyway, all right, Ted, let's put some numbers on this.
51.
Okay. That's a participation trophy plus one.
Well, because I do that's exactly what it is. I respect all those actors.
Right.
And I think they did the best they could with what they have and what is kind of a just exactly what we're both saying. Like, it just seemed like it didn't know what it was. It didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
And I just, no fault of Colin Farrell, no fault of any of the actors. They're all great. It looked cool. I mean, I thought it didn't know what it wanted to look like, but so
Yeah.
51.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm a 5.7 on this. I mean, and my scale would have gone down to 0. So, you know, it wasn't horrible. And I agree with you. I think it was because of the intriguing acting of what was going on, or the acting skills and such that the actors were putting forth that kept me intrigued, as opposed to the director.
I enjoyed this movie less than any other movie we've ever watched.
Wow.
I was bored from the get-go. Bored. The minute that it popped up and he was getting dressed in his velvet green suit, I was just checked out.
I mean, that whole opening scene was shot like any Wes Anderson movie.
I swear to God, it was the Grand Budapest Hotel. I swear to God, it was the same thing.
Yeah. No, and I was just like, okay, all right, we got a little Wes Anderson flick going here. And then, 3 scenes later, he's just cutting it straight and dry, just like any other movie would be done. And I'm like, what happened to Wes? Where did he go? Where did that go? Because you can't, if we learned anything, you can't blend the style of a Wes Anderson or a Terry Gilliam with what would be considered, I guess, just kind of a traditional directing.
Right. You can't do, there's a bunch of people you can't do. Tarantino, you can't just throw that in there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a style. Scorsese, there's styles. Yeah. Spielberg.
Just broke rules.
Yeah. What's his name? Edward Scissorhands. Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Like, specifically, a Tim Burton movie or a Wes Anderson movie have a very specific look.
Right.
And you can't try to kind of rip that off to do your version of it.
Right. Again, that's where I was lost on this. And I'll just say this, Colin, I think you did a great job if you're listening, and I appreciate it. But this is not, this will not garner you, I don't think, an Academy or a Golden Globe by any means. I hate to tell the guy, he is forever going to be known as the Penguin.
Because he's so good.
Well, I'm pretty sure he won the Academy Award for that. Did he not?
No, he didn't win he won
Golden Globe or something.
Yeah, he is so ridiculous's good in that Penguin show.
That's him. And when we reviewed the movie,
the Batman.
I said, he's going to always be remembered for the Penguin, so
he's had just such a good career in general.
Yeah. I've never really been a real big fan, but he blew me away in the Penguin. There was something else we watched, or at least I watched. My wife and I did. I think that he was in, and I just want to look it up here real quick if I can find it.
He has a new one
series.
He has a new one that Paige and I want to see, where him and Margot Robbie find a door in the middle of the woods and they go back into the past. Okay. It seems like a cool movie.
Yeah, I can't find it here. It must be at the bottom of his CV, because it just didn't. He played a detective of some sort, an alien. Drove around in a '66 Corvette and in California.
Oh, are you talking about? He was in
Sugar.
Sugar. He also did True Detective.
That was it.
Remember True Detective season 2?
Yeah. I did. And speaking of which, the fact that I remembered Sugar, that was the one thing. And then when people ask, why you keep saying Wes Anderson, the art direction in this mimicked Wes Anderson's art direction at times. and the use of the heavy use of VOs
Yes.
was another, and the way those VOs were cut was another stylistic way of doing that. I guess what they say is, impersonation is the greatest form of flattery. So I'm just going to put it out there, Wes Anderson. This guy loves you.
And also,
So-
I just want to be, straightforward enough to say that, like, this isn't my type of movie. So, take my 51 with a grain of salt.
It's an art movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what I mean, let's
We're dead on. You are
What?
dead on with your score.
what?
I looked it up already. You're dead on with your score.
Oh well, IMDb 5.8.
Look
I'm
at
just
Rotten
looking.
Tomatoes. I'm dead on.
48 on Rotten Tomatoes. What's the breakdown on the critics and the?
It's like they're both rotten.
They're both rotten.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, critics were 48 and the audience was 50. So yeah, I'm don't watch it.
No.
It's not something.
What's the? And I know we keep going back to
So-
this because it was just a surprise to us both. The movie shot in Iceland that then went to.
No. It's shot in Hong Kong.
No. The other movie we watched, it was an
oh.
Icelandic movie, but then he went to Japan.
No, England. And then Japan.
Yes.
England and Japan and Iceland and I forget that off the top of my head. That was very good though. And,
That's what I'm saying. That was a very, it was just a
but
much
it wasn't a stylistic movie.
at all.
It was just, it was just good direction, good writing and
Good acting.
good acting all around and this tried something. I'm not sure what it was. All right. So Ted and I both don't watch. Ted is a Pop Secret guy. I'm an Orville Redenbacher guy, which it's probably the most important thing you need to take out of this show.
It's what popcorn
The
we like.
popcorn. Yeah, the popcorn. But Ted was pretty brutal on Mr.
Oh, it's fine.
Redenbacher over here. A 5.
We're gonna get one of those old. You remember the old pop things you put on the oven and it would pop up?
Oh yeah, Pop Secret.
Can you still get those?
Right? Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop.
That was so cool.
That's
and
Pop Secret.
They always burned.
So you got to keep moving it.
We're gonna get a Jiffy Pop. I'm gonna get a Jiffy Pop up in here.
We'll do that. I don't have a stove to do that on. I've got a glass top stove, and that'll
Oh, I do
that'll
too.
scratch it all up. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I do too. We can't do it.
So, all right. Hey, everybody, thanks again for being listeners. If you haven't already, like or subscribe our social. It really helps. And also, whatever platform, like or subscribe, whatever platform you listen to this show on, that'll be a big boost. But, well, until next week, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted. You know what I've been watching?
What?
Welcome to Dairy.
Oh.
I wouldn't even put you through it.